to be any good. If they can't give you the 4 billion, and that's all there is. There's nothing complicated about it. You know, we gave them. We gave them a little time before one of their top nuclear scientists. Does anyone know that? So we give them, think of it, a nuclear scientist, and they won't give us our hostages back. It's so insane. Then you have the 24-day rule. How about that one? We want to inspect their site. It takes 24 days. What a lot of people don't know, that until the clock starts ticking, it could be weeks and maybe even months before you even start that 24. So they have this long period of time. Let's say they're doing wrong. Let's say they're playing the nuclear game. We notify them, they delay it. Then the clock starts ticking. In the meantime, bing, 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 they're cleaning out, they get rid of everything. Like in the old days with my father, I used to paint the floors battleship gray, right? Battleship gray, ideally shiny. Depending on the texture of the floor, ideally shiny. And we walk in and everything's beautiful. Oh, look. Oh. Does anybody think they're going to adhere to it? I want to tell you, that deal is so bad for Israel that it's incredible. Israel, I don't understand it. You know, I have friends of mine who happen to be Jewish who supported Barack Obama. They cannot believe this. They can't believe it. They can't believe it. Israel's in trouble. The United States is in trouble. And the reason we're in trouble, because we're doing things that are really, really detrimental to our country. Our country's in big trouble. Our country is in big trouble. So here's the big thing. Okay. Here is the good news. Here is the good news. We can turn it around. We can take care of our military. We can take care of our infrastructure. You look at our infrastructure. Our roads are crumbling. Our airports are third world. You go to Qatar, you go to Dubai, you go to places in China, you go to different places in the Middle East. They have airports the most beautiful I've ever seen in my life. I was in Qatar, and I was given a tour of an airport. I said, this is the most beautiful airport. They were showing me the most incredible airport you've ever seen. And I said, this is great, congratulations. They go, no, no, no. Our real airport is being built right over there. And he pointed, this airport was temporary. And he pointed across the runway. They must have had 75 cranes lined up. The most incredible thing you've ever seen. And we come back to LaGuardia. It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. So we're going to clean up our infrastructure. We have bridges, right? Look at the man. He's shaking his head. He's just going, oh, he's right. He's a smart guy, and he's like devastated. Am I correct? Look. I know your brother. Who's your brother? Very nice guy. Not a good golfer, but that's all right. He's a nice guy. So I just want to say to Ernie, to everybody, this is such an incredible group of people. This is a record for a house, I will tell you. So usually, when you do these, first of all, not a lot of people have property this big. Where's Ernie? Where are you? Not a lot of people have Ernie's property, so we've got a lot of acres here. This is a big sucker, Ernie. But you know, the other day we were in Iowa, where we're leading in the polls. We had in a room that never had this many. We had 4,000 people. They went wild, and they're great people. Then we went to New Hampshire, where, by the way, the poll just came out, 35%. Can you believe 35%? And you know, we have some low-energy people. They're really low. I'm not going to say Jeb is low energy. Who would you rather have negotiate with Iran? Trump or Jeb? How about this? Trump or Hillary? Believe me, Hillary's got some very big problems. If she makes it to the starting gate, which I think would be very unfair to General Petraeus. You want to know the truth. General Petraeus, his life was destroyed for doing 2% of what Hillary did. I think it would be very, very unfair to General Petraeus. I will tell you, when you look at what she's done and how she's done it, and the servers, and Uma. How about Uma? Okay, here's the story. So Uma now is one of the people that it all sort of came through Uma. Who is Uma married to? One of the great sleazebags of her time. Anthony Weiner, did you know? She's married to Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, bing, bing. I love you very much. So Uma is getting classified secrets. She's married to Anthony Weiner, who's a perv. He is. So she's married. Now these are confidential documents. She's married to this guy and guess what happens to Anthony Weiner? A month ago, I see he went to work for a public relations firm. Do you believe it? Now, if you think that Uma isn't telling Anthony, who she's probably desperately in love with, in all fairness to Anthony, because why else would she marry this guy? Can you believe it? Can't see straight. But if you look, think of it. So Uma's it's coming through Uma. She's got a lot of stuff, a lot of information. Who knows? So she's married to a bad guy. I know Anthony Weiner for a long time. I knew before they caught him with the bing, 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 right? And he was a bad guy then. It turned out that he was a really bad guy. So she's married to Anthony Weiner. Do you think there's even a 5% chance that she's not telling Anthony Weiner, now of a public relations firm, what the hell is coming across? Do you think there's even a little bit of a chance? I don't think so. Are there any women in this room who are in love with their husbands who wouldn't be telling them everything? You would or wouldn't? No, she said, I wouldn't, but I'm in love. No, you will. So it's a very sad situation. So I don't know if Hillary Clinton gets to the starting gate. But, and my primary focus is on these 16 people. I have guys like Lindsey Graham who are 0. You ever notice? The ones that attacked me most viciously all went down to 0. I get attacked by Lindsey Graham. I get attacked by Perry. And then I got angry because I said, why are you wearing glasses? He's trying to show that he's intelligent. And then I said, to get on the debate stage, which, by the way, all the polls, Time Magazine, Drudge, they all said I won. They did a poll. Who won the debate? And I did not get asked the nicest questions. So wait a minute. But Trump won in all the polls for the debate. But think of it. So I said about Perry, I said, no. He shouldn't be allowed. He should not be allowed. He has to pass an IQ test first, right? Anyway, he went down to just about 0. Now you have Rand Paul. Think of this guy. Think of him. I said, what's going on with this guy? All of a sudden he attacks. He calls me up a year ago. He wants to play golf. I said, who is it? Who is he? He's a senator. I'll say, okay, I'll play. Anybody, a senator calls you, who knows? So Rand Paul calls. He wants to play golf. I play golf. I kill him at golf. I do. Even he admitted that. I'm actually a very good golfer, but that's okay. But I kill him at golf. Then he asked me for money for an eye center. I give him a lot of money, like $20,000. It's a lot of money, right? For a guy that you met like 15 seconds ago. Somebody walks off the street, calls you up for a round of golf. Anyway, he was at 7 or 8%. He attacks me. He's now down to 2%. And he might not even make the debate stage. But, he's a nasty guy. But all these people, when they attack me, and here's what's going to happen. If I'm president, when Putin attacks me, and I mean, let me just tell you, oh, they all say when. Okay, when is it? I like it. Power positive thinking. But you know what? When I'm president, when people come at me, and I'm talking on trade, I'm talking on so many different ways, we're going to win. We're going to have so many victories. Right now we don't have victories anymore. Do we agree? time this country had a victory? I mean, do we have everything's negative. Our real unemployment, you know, we have 93 million people out of work. We have 50 million people